For stories, subscribe, like, and click bell icon. The Scary House in the Middle of the Forest. In a small village, nestled at the edge of a vast and dense forest, there was a story whispered among the villagers about a scary house hidden deep within the trees. No one knew exactly where it was, but they all spoke of the strange sounds and eerie lights that could sometimes be seen flickering through the forest at night. The villagers called it the haunted house, and they said it had been abandoned for years. Some believed a witch lived there, while others said ghosts roamed the halls. Parents told their children never to wander too far into the forest, for fear they might stumble upon the house and never return. The Dare. One autumn evening, a group of adventurous kids, led by a brave boy named Tom, gathered around the village bonfire. Tom was known for never backing down from a challenge, and as they sat around the fire, someone dared him to go find the scary house and prove it wasn't haunted. "Are you scared?" one of his friends teased. "Of course not," Tom replied confidently. "There's no such thing as ghosts or witches." The other kids, curious but too afraid to go themselves, urged him on. Finally, Tom decided he would go into the forest the next morning and find the house, if it really existed. His best friend Lily, though nervous, decided to go with him. "You're not going alone," she insisted. Into the forest. The next day, just as the sun was rising, Tom and Lily packed their bags with some food, a flashlight, and a map. The forest was thick with towering trees and tangled vines, and as they ventured deeper, the path became narrower and more overgrown. Strange sounds echoed around them, the rustling of leaves, distant cawing of crows, and an eerie wind that seemed to whisper their names. After hours of walking, they reached a small clearing, and there it was. The scary house. It was old and covered in ivy, with broken windows and a roof that sagged in the middle. The air around the house felt colder, and the trees seemed to bend inwards, as if trying to hide it from the world. "Wow," Lily whispered, "I didn't think it would be real." Tom swallowed hard. "Let's just take a quick look and go back." The first step inside. The front door creaked open with a loud groan as Tom pushed it. Inside, the house was dark and musty. Cobwebs hung from the ceiling, and the floorboards creaked under their feet. The walls were covered in peeling wallpaper, and old, dusty furniture was scattered around the room. As they explored further, they found a grand staircase leading to the second floor. "Let's check upstairs," Tom suggested, though his voice wavered slightly. They climbed the stairs carefully, each step making a loud, echoing creak. On the second floor, they found a series of old, wooden doors, some of which were slightly ajar. Tom and Lily exchanged a glance, nervous but determined, and decided to open one of the doors. Inside was a child's bedroom with an old rocking chair that seemed to move slightly on its own. The wallpaper was faded, but they could still see the faint outlines of painted stars and moons. A small, dusty doll sat on the bed, staring blankly at them. Suddenly, they heard a loud bang from somewhere downstairs. Startled, they looked at each other wide-eyed. The mysterious stranger. "Maybe we should leave," Lily whispered, her heart racing. But before they could move, they heard footsteps coming from the hallway. Someone, or something, was walking toward them. The footsteps were slow, steady, and deliberate. Tom quickly grabbed Lily's hand, and they both held their breath. Just as they were about to bolt out of the room, a tall, shadowy figure appeared in the doorway. It was an old woman, with long, silver hair and eyes that seemed to glow in the dim light. "You shouldn't be here," she said in a soft, raspy voice. Tom and Lily were frozen in place, too scared to move or speak. "I'm not going to hurt you," the woman said, stepping closer. "But this house has been cursed for many years." She introduced herself as Agatha, and to their surprise, she wasn't a ghost or a witch but the caretaker of the house. She explained that the house once belonged to a wealthy family who mysteriously vanished many years ago. After they disappeared, strange things began to happen in the house. Doors would slam shut on their own. Whispers could be heard in empty rooms. And lights would flicker for no reason. People think the house is haunted. Agatha continued, but the truth is, there's a secret hidden within these walls. The family that lived here, well, let's just say, they were protecting something very powerful. The hidden secret. Agatha told them that deep beneath the house was a hidden chamber that no one had found. It was said to contain a magical artifact that could grant immense power, but also bring terrible misfortune if misused. The strange occurrences in the house were the result of the artifact's energy trying to break free. Many have tried to find it, Agatha warned, but none have succeeded. The house itself is guarding it. Tom and Lily, despite their fear, were fascinated. They asked if they could help Agatha find the chamber. She agreed, but warned them again, once we start, there's no turning back. The discovery. With Agatha leading the way, they ventured into the basement of the house. The air grew colder the deeper they went, and the walls seemed to close in around them. After what felt like hours, they found a hidden door behind a stack of old crates. Behind the door was a staircase leading further underground. At the bottom, they found the chamber. In the center of the room was a pedestal. And on it lay a small, glowing orb. The light from the orb filled the room with a soft, eerie glow. Agatha warned them not to touch it, for the orb contained the powerful magic that had cursed the house. We must leave it here, she said, for no one should wield such power. Tom and Lily, understanding the danger, agreed. They left the chamber and sealed the door behind them. The end of the curse. As they left the house, they noticed the air felt lighter. And the eerie feeling that had surrounded the place was gone. The house no longer seemed as menacing. And the whispers and strange sounds had stopped. Agatha thanked Tom and Lily for their bravery, and told them that now the house would remain at peace. The secret was safe, and the curse was broken. From that day on, the villagers no longer feared the scary house in the forest. But Tom and Lily would always remember the adventure they had, and the secret they had helped to keep hidden. The end. This spooky tale of mystery and discovery is perfect for kids who love a bit of adventure and the thrill of uncovering secrets in a haunted setting.